Let us see the next question. Assuming that shares of ABC Ltd and shares of XVZ Ltd are correctly priced according to CAPM, the expected return from and beta of these shares are as follows. So we have been provided with the information about the beta and expected return. Dear students, over here, language of the question is very clear. Say they are correctly priced. It means that say this is the information provided to us about the required rate of return as per CAPM2. You are required to derive security market line. That is the question. So friends, over here the question is that say you are required to derive security market line. Everybody is requested to pay attention. Dear students, we have seen say a kind of diagram like this, wherein on x-axis we take a risk that is measured in form of beta, and on y-axis we take say the return. This is what say we have a kind of diagram for CAPM, and this is the line which is given a name as security market line. When beta is 0, the return is equal to the RF. That is what we understand. Now listen carefully. The question says that so you are required to derive security market line. What does it mean? It only has a simple meaning that say you are required to form an equation. The equation will be formed like this. The required rate of return is equal to RF plus beta into RM minus RF. This is the way we are required to derive a formula. That's it. That is what we understand is end of the question. From this information, we can definitely make the calculation of the RF. We can make definitely the calculation of RM minus RF. So from this information, we will prepare two simultaneous equations. We understand that say one is ABC Ltd and another is XVZ Ltd. For ABC Ltd, the required rate of return is 19.8. We do not know that say what is RF, plus beta that is 1.20 into RM minus RF. For the other security, the return is 17.1. This is RF plus beta is 0.9 into again RM minus RF. So what we will do, so this value will be deducted over here, or we can say that say we can deduct this value. So it is deducted. So what will happen, we understand that 19.8 minus 17.1, that comes to 2.7. RF positive, RF negative is cancelled. This is 0.3 into RM minus RF. So RM minus RF is equal to 2.70 divided by 0.30. So the answer is 9%. Once you make the calculation of this as 9%, RF can be found as balancing figure. That is 19.8 is equal to RF plus 1.2 into 9%. So RF is equal to 19.8 minus 1.2 into 9%. So please use your calculator. 1.2 into 9, 10.8. 10.8 is subtracted from 19.8. Coincidentally, it is once again 9%. So the final answer is extremely simple, dear students. Security market line equation is RF plus beta into RM minus RF. So what will happen? It is 9 plus beta into 9. This is the way we are required to form the equation, and this is the way we are required to write the answer. So finally, a summary. First of all, we are required to make the, that is, we are required to understand that this information is required at a return. Why? Because the securities are correctly priced. Second thing that we understand is the security market line means, say, they are having a kind of the point about the CAPM. So we just have to say fill up the values of the RF and RF minus RF in this equation. That is what we understand is the security market line equation. So we form two simultaneous equation in which we have calculated RM minus RF, in which we have calculated RF, and with that, so the security market line equation is formed.